how come there is thinking when you want to meditate? And most people encounter the problem. Why does thought arise? So I told Tammy, when thought arise, let it arise. Do not resist. Do not try to control it. Do not try to do anything. Because we need to have the understanding. Why do we think? Why are we heedless? How come when you want to meditate, you have this thought? So that understanding is very important. So I explained to her, according to the Buddha, thought arises because you lack the spiritual faculties, the five spiritual faculties, Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, and Panya. These five spiritual faculties will enable you to understand spiritual teachings and enable you to be in a meditative state of inner peace, inner calmness, and inner awareness, which is sati, without thought. When you are faith, your mind is composed, collected. That's why it has no restlessness, no doubt, nothing, because the faith is there. And when there is virya, you will not be sleepy. Sloth and torpor, the mental hindrance will not be there. So you have to overcome sloth and torpor. Then when you have sati, it means you are aware, mindful, without thought. Without thought, there is no duality, there is no fear, no worry, no anxiety. That's why you are just aware, peaceful, calm. That is technically your true mind. But most people cannot be in that state because of your mental hindrance, your lack of stability of the spiritual faculties. So if you lack stability of sati, you cannot be in that state. And without wisdom, the initial wisdom is very difficult to maintain that sati, especially during the day, daily mindfulness or daily awareness. So that is the reason why people think a lot. Then without sati, you cannot stabilize it. You cannot develop samadhi. Samadhi is the collectedness of mind, unwavering mind. Then without sati and samadhi, you cannot see things as they are. You cannot develop the wisdom. So what happens is, if cultivator lacks spiritual faculty, the opposite five will arise, mental hindrance. And most people's problem is they are in the midst of life, their daily life. They are not in the meditative state. They are not heedful. They are not aware. Their mindfulness is not stable. So because of that, every moment of sense experience, they stir their mind. They react, like and dislike, pleasant and unpleasant sense experience. So this gives rise to reaction of mind. Your mind stir and create the mental hindrance of sensual desire and ill will. And as we know, sensual desire and ill will, they actually become mental hindrance. Where it will hinders your mind from entering the meditative state of inner peace, inner calmness, and inner awareness. So it throughout the day, we stir our mind at every moment of consciousness, every moment of seeing, hearing, smell, taste, tactile, or thought process or thinking. Because this reaction of mind is the subtle movement reaction. When you want things your way, your views, your opinion will cause you to react and stir. So this, when you do it very often, it becomes habitual tendencies. That's why habitual tendency is something you cannot correct. You cannot root out unless you develop meditative understanding and wisdom. And it has become a habit. Means every moment you create mental hindrance, almost non-stop. Your thought proliferate, you stir your mind, you become heedless. So when you do that so often, this mental hindrance will cause you to think, create sankhara activity. And if you try to resist all this, you are actually fighting your own delusion. without understanding. Because the Buddha's teaching is very clear. Why did mental hindrance arise? Because you lack the spiritual faculty, the opposite five. So what you need is to cultivate the opposite five spiritual faculty. But instead of doing that, they go and control the thought, resist, or try to do something to do away with the sensual desire and ill will, to do away with the restlessness of mind, to do away the sleepiness, the mental hindrance, to do away the doubt. And what is the doing? The doing is by the thought, as I explained to him, to that Sister Tammy. Then this person must have heard. All these are thought-based meditation, thought movement. The moment you are actively thinking, stirring, or reacting, you create more thought, sankhara. And when you do that, you cannot be in the state of sati, you cannot be mindful, you cannot be aware. Your spiritual faculty is lacking. That's why they cannot meditate. So what happens when they cannot meditate? That's why most meditation teacher or procedure come out with methods and technique or skillful means to anchor the mind, so that this mind does not wander off, the mundane mind, the thinking mind, does not become heedless, so that you can hold it to do something. So all methods and technique and skillful means is not the meditation. They are just initial skillful means to anchor the mind so that it does not become heedless, it does not wander off. Then after that, you're supposed to train it.